fine job have you got me into this time?
So those white flowers we noticed last time also appeared before the miasma outbreak back then. Xiaoguang's intuition was right. If the white flowers are showing up again, it must be a sign of something. And the array that's been repeatedly mentioned, some of the survivors remember it, so it seems like it really does exist.
Whether Sarah is after the array for good deed for the day or not, we need to visit the old residential area near the mining site.
Agreed.
Xiaoguang, are you gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine. If the leads brought us there, then it's time I faced the past.
All right. Once everyone's prepared, we'll set out.
Uh-huh.
Hello! Rep 2493 at yours.
Need something? Good choice.
Master, the route has been mapped. Destination, the old mining site's residential area.
One instant.
Where the mind dwells, the sword follows. The next line of the sword control mantra is reflecting the void, right? No, it should be enlightenment within. Oh, where the mind dwells, the sword follows. Enlightenment within, awakening Jingming.
I stand unyielding!
Oh, finally got it right. Looks like our Xiao Guang is a bit off her game today. Did you do something bad last night and ended up whispering the spell to your pillow in your sleep?
The next part should be... stellar circulation? No, wait. It's... Huh? That's strange.
Xiaoguang, you don't look so well. Maybe we should take a break.
No need. I just got a little distracted. Maybe it's because I'm walking this familiar yet strange road again. My mind just can't quite keep up.
Are you sure you're alright? We can take a short break. There's no need to hurry.
The secrets hidden in that place aren't going anywhere. If you're not feeling well today, we can go another day.
I'm okay, really. Stellar circulation. Qingming leads the way. See? I just got distracted earlier. Let's keep moving.
We're getting close. There appears to be a barricade ahead. Walking through a hollow.
It's blocked again? Now I kinda understand those customer complaints that keep holding up the line. Looks like we gotta clear these miasma tumors and find a minecart like last time.
Fine.
Is it my shift again?
There's a control panel over there. Now we can head back and try operating the minecart. Hard to believe it still works after all these years.
It seems that the workers put a lot of heart into making these machines.
There's enough.
Alrighty, now we're back. Xiaoguang, why so quiet?
This bridge. I'll take a closer look once the rubble is cleared.
Belle, the other side of the bridge is where the residential area used to be.
This bridge leads to where...
This bridge. He always let me win. Back then, the bridge felt so long. Like it went on forever. And it would never end. And on that day, 10 years ago, all I remember is it was dark and noisy. Screams and the sounds of things collapsing. And that suffocating feeling. Like I couldn't breathe or move at all. There was a figure. Tall and steady. Holding me and my brother. It felt safe and reassuring. But also... cold. The figure ran swiftly across the bridge, carrying us. I remember the bridge rushing by beneath us. The wind in my ears. And the sound of his heavy footsteps.
That figure was the one who saved you in senior year, right? Do you still remember who it was?
No, I don't. But that was when I realized, in moments of danger, being saved, even in a slightly cold embrace, can bring such deep comfort.
Is that so?
Let's keep going. We'll cross this bridge with you, together, to the other side.
Those floating boulders. I feel like I've seen them before. They must have some special use.
I wish they'd fall someday and put an end to every creature that gets in our way.
There are even more of those white flowers. The further we go, the more there are.
This won't take much.
Nothing small earth shatters!
Those stone lion statues over there. They're completely different from how I remember them.
Time truly is relentless. Just 10 years, and the statues over there have already eroded so much. The wind whistling through these empty windows.
It feels so empty and desolate.
I want to take a look around on my own for a bit.
That's probably for the best. Everyone should take a look around. Bonnier, I heard you used to come here to help out. Why are you so quiet now that you've returned? Bonnier?
Ever since we've entered this area, Shifu has been unusually quiet. Perhaps he sensed something.
Here, take these. They're homemade dried persimmons. Really sweet.
Whoa, Mom! You can't see it, but he's not even sure if he can eat them.
Oh, thank you.
See that? I told you he can understand us.
Thanks a lot, big guy. Because you helped clear the collapsed tunnel, the kids can all go home for dinner.
Here, this is for you.
I don't know where you come from. And this old lady can't even see what you look like. This suit of armor feels awfully cold to the touch. But I know there's a warm heart beneath it all.
Are you able to tell us what we should call you?
Huh. How do you open it again? Back then, one of the neighborhood uncle...
Xiaoguang, did you remember something?
I thought that after so many years, and with all the chaos back then, I wouldn't remember much. Yet the moment I got here, some memories just came back on their own. If we walk a bit further back and go upstairs, there should be a platform. Dad would sometimes sit there, and I'd run over, cling to his back, and ask him to tell me stories. He said every star was once an extinguished miner's lamp, and that the lumite ore mined from the tunnels was made from stars dreaming and falling to the earth. I later realized he feared the miners who died in the miasma would be forgotten. Just like now, how I'm afraid of forgetting his voice. Why don't you check out the other places first? Let me think a bit. Maybe I'll remember.
All right, I'll check other places first. Stay safe, and don't push yourself too hard.
Do you hear the bones wailing? This shell, you couldn't even feel the softness of flowers and grass. Why bother playing the fool? Why keep moving forward with a broken vessel? You still have an easier, happier choice. No more shackles of atonement. No more chains of duty. Exile into nothingness is the most complete repayment for those sins. It's you.
Banyu Shifu, what's wrong?
I think I just heard a strange, eerie...
Is it that weird voice Dylan mentioned before? If it's back again, is something off here?
Yes, I can sense extremely strong miasma behind these walls. That voice creeps in quietly and clouds the mind. It would be best to keep your guard up. I've also noticed something peculiar. The miasma is thick here, but when we approach the field of white flowers, it seems as if the corruption dissipates.
Now that you mention it, I have the same feeling. So the miasma thinning out like an ebbing tide isn't as natural as it looks. It's like the white flowers are guiding the miasma to collect in one direction.
The monster who stood by and let death through.
Ugh, it's so quiet here. It's giving me the creeps. Dylan?
Quiet, I suppose so. But in a place where people struggle just to get by, quiet can mean something else. If it weren't swallowed by the hollow, even an abandoned place like this would still have scurrying of mice inside the walls, the drip of leaking pipes, and Under what circumstances would...
Thankful? Towards their killer? That's pretty heavy.
I asked first. Aren't you going...
Thanking their killer. Maybe, or perhaps, it marks the end of revenge? Making the killer live on with that guilt. That's a punishment harsh. There's another possibility. Sometimes, only by dying yourself can the person...
Only by dying yourself.
Why are there sacrifices here? I've never seen ones like these. Could it be Sarah's doing?
This one bears a strange aura. It feels off.
Why does it feel like it's focused on Dial-In and Banyu Shifu?
This gross feeling like I'm being watched. It's all too familiar. Dial 2 for a chat. Ring, 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 ring.
Don't overdo it.
I want a bonus for this!
I'm late.
Let me handle this.
Just leave it to me!
Forward. Turn around. Phone's ringing.
You asked for it.
Surprise hotline.
End this. Hatred!
1 instant. 1,000 visions.
So mountainous strength!
I want a bonus for this!
The miasma here is so intense.
Such a vicious orb. That attack's dangerous. Don't rush in. Find a way to counter it.
Save your lessons for your obedient little students.
And unyielding!
Purify the world!
Just leave it to me! What's this?
Intercept! Huh? Seal! Break!
The pleasure's all yours.
Unexpected call!
Make the earth tremble!
1 instant. 1,000 visions.
Mountains fall, earth shatters! Continue! Wait!
I want to... Bye-bye, suckers! Boom!
Customer service follows.
Hold it! Mountainous strength! Continue!
The creators call.
The miasma's getting thicker. Be careful.
Are you still chasing the so-called truth? Enough sneaking around! Show yourself! Don't forget, you once chased after the delusion. But it's more devastating than an outright lie.
Hurry up and pack your stuff. What's there to be so sentimental about in this dump? It's all gonna be swallowed by the hollow anyway.
What's the rush? Didn't city management say they've hired some powerful medium? They said we just need to draw a lot and it'll all be fine.
Let's go. Time to draw lots. Fong, where's that little tag-along of yours?
Auntie Fong.
It's me. Why are you hiding here? You haven't eaten, have you? Everyone's gone ahead already. We should go too once you've eaten something.
Those people were just talking about drawing lots. What's that?
Ah, don't be scared. I'm right here for you. That drawing lots thing is just for show. Nothing's going to happen to you, Dial-In.
Evacuate? Nonsense. If we just choose one person, use them as a shell, and borrow their life, I can guarantee everyone's safety. Each person values their own life. That's precisely why we are drawing lots to decide. All right, fair and square. Everybody's happy. The heavens have already made their choice. It is you, unlucky girl.
Don't be sad, Auntie Fong. I'm okay.
I just wanted to live! Why?
This is the end. It's too late now. Too late! All I ever wanted was just to live an ordinary life.
My last wish.
Alive. You were already dead, and I'm going to die soon.
That trick. Who knows how many times they pulled that one? Now, we're all gonna die!
I should have evacuated. Why did I ever believe that crap about a shell and borrowing lives? Those scamming bastards! And that old wretch who made us draw lots. They'll pay for this with their lives!
Draw lots. Scamming. Oh, going to die. Auntie Fong! No, I have to think. Figure out a way to get out of the hollow. I must warn her.
Over here! This way!
Follow these voices. I have to get out. I have to tell Auntie Fong. That medium and those people from the outside, they're lying.
How could this happen? Where's that old witch? Where are the people from the city construction company? Help!
Didn't you say if that kid drew the lot, everything was gonna be fine? Oh, it was your idea. What do you have to say about this?
I thought I'd found someone to die in our stead. But who could have known?
Dylan! 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 I'm fine. I fell into their trap. I got careless. Dylan, Banyue Shifu, are you alright?
After that sacrifice disappeared, you both just froze in place. No matter how we tried to get your attention.
Was that voice back again?
Yes,
What did it say?
just alluring whispers meant to worm into my mind, trying to tempt me into giving.
Huh. Could it mean the creator's call? That the sacrifice... But why is the voice only targeting me and Bun? You guys really haven't heard anything since we entered this area? A voice...
A voice like my own? No, I haven't heard anything like that. But when you two froze, the Qingming's... The case was sealed by Shifu herself. This is the first time I've seen it react.
That's even more interesting. Seems something else in this hollow has had its eye on us while we've been searching for the array in Yashuyan. Who knows why it's here, but whatever it is, chances are it's not some merciful deity.
There's an unknown presence lurking in this hollow. Even someone as strong as Banyue Shifu got caught by it. This isn't the time for me to be reckless. With so much at stake, and for everyone's safety, we should report back to Yunquei Summit before proceeding further. Shifu and the Elders know Limnian Hollow better than anyone. Someone may know what's behind all this.
Xiao Guang's got a point. Plus, the miasma is really thick behind the barrier, and that weird voice could come back any time. We'd better get out of here.
I agree. Having that voice keep crawling into my head, it's starting to get on my nerves.
Banyue Shifu? Well, what do you think?
So you're Ye Xingguang, the one who inherited the Qingming sword at a young age. I've heard that your talent really stands out among the younger generation of Yunque Summit, and that you might even be the most likely to become a Void Hunter.
That's more praise than I deserve. Everyone, it was my recklessness that kept me from realizing how serious the situation was. I shouldn't have kept things from you.
Sorry, everyone.
After our trip to the Hollow, I understand just how serious the situation really is now. It concerns the safety of what... We grew up together. No one knows him better than I do. He's honorable and loyal. He would never abandon his
Xiaoguang... Junior, we've already contacted Yishuan Shifu. She's tied up with some other important matters at the moment, but she'll head here as soon as she can. Until then...
Thank you for your...
Of course, we'll do everything we can. But Xiaoguang, for now, you should remain here at Sui...
Huh? Yishuan Shifu specifically requested that you not take part in the investigation.
What?
I'm sorry. We'll head out and start investigating with the other mystics at first light tomorrow. You just wait here.
It's always like this.
Huh.
Huh.
Morning, Senior Xiaoguang.
Morning. Wait, why senior all of a sudden?
Oh, I was just thinking of when we first met. You really liked it when I called you Senior. Now that you don't have to keep your identity hidden, we might as well bring it back. It really suits you.
All right, Junior Bell.
Present, Senior Xiaoguang. I'd better keep Xiaoguang occupied and make sure she doesn't go off on her own until Yishuan Shifu gets here.
Then I'll be counting on you as my guide.
I once came here for a banquet with some big shots, but between you and me, the food they served those VIPs wasn't nearly as good as their regular dishes.
Oh, really?
Oops. I hope no one heard that. Sweetie, how's it going? I hope business is booming. Got any recommendations today?
Another regular customer. Welcome! Is this young lady a friend of yours? She's got the aura of a true connoisseur. Would you like to try our seasonal special?
I can faintly smell some osmanthus in the air. How lovely.
That would be our Moonvale Osmanthus cake, fresh out of the oven. They're made with the very first golden blossoms picked just this morning. Soft, sweet, melts in your mouth. I guarantee it's a taste you'll never forget. Osmanthus cakes always bring back memories of loved ones. This batch is limited, reserved for only our regular customers. And you won't find it on the banquet menu.
So she heard us.
Osmanthus cake. Belle, would you like to try it?
Osmanthus cake is often used as a symbol of remembrance. Xiaoguang must be thinking about Senior Ye again. Sure. After smelling the aroma before we even walked in, how could we resist? Just hearing you describe it already made me want to eat some.
I guarantee you'll be satisfied. We have seats upstairs. This way!
Come on, over here! Come take a look!
From Yunhui Summit. Her skills reach the heavens themselves. Standing shoulder to shoulder with the mighty
Oh?
She's a true guardian of Wi-Feng, a living legend in our midst. But
So, what do you think?
I was gonna ask you the same. It's fragrant, sweet, and soft. Here, have a few more pieces.
Osmanthus cake goes best with tea. The tea helps to cleanse the palate. I wonder if some memories are like tea leaves that drift to the bottom of the cup, sinking so deep that they never surface again.
Memories aren't like reflections in a teacup. Even when the tea leaves sink to the bottom, they can still float back up if something stirs them one day. Xiaoguang, what is it you're trying?
It's nothing. It just feels like time's been slipping.
Miss, is the taste of our Moonvale Osmanthus cake to your satisfaction? It's your first time here.
You're too kind, Miss Sweetie. The cake is excellent. Sweet, but not cloying. The
A true connoisseur. You've nailed.
Hardly. I just like making desserts myself. If I had to guess, in addition to fresh osmanthus preserved in honey, you added a touch of roasted sticky rice powder to the filling? It gives the texture a bit more spring. And at the end, did you add a sprinkle of candied kumquat peel? There's a light citrus note that lingers.
Whoa, spot on! The sticky rice powder keeps it tender, but Yum-Cha Scene always welcomes guests who appreciate the craft. Please, make yourself at home.
Xiaoguang, you even...
I wouldn't call myself an expert. I used to watch Senior Yinhu cook back at Yunquei, but at first, the things I made were really something else. My brother would always tease me, saying eating my desserts was part of his training.
Senior Ye is such a gentle person.
Yeah. He always looked out for me. Even though he was just a kid himself, he'd always give in to me, and he taught me so much. I still remember when I first arrived at Yunquei Summit. I was mischievous, made a big mistake, and just hit. My brother was the one who found me. He didn't scold. An elder at the end of his years, and a young man with his whole life ahead of him. If you could only save one of them in a famine, a single bag of grain could keep a person alive. But a rare manuscript carries the wisdom of centuries. If only one can be preserved, which do you choose? And when facing a calamity, which do you choose?
Why did he ask such a difficult...
Yeah. I was so young I didn't know what to say, but my brother said it wasn't about a clear answer. It was about seeing what you He told me that our parents always said, the hardest part isn't making the choice, it's living with it. There's no perfect path in this world. Some choices are responsibilities we have to shoulder. When the time comes, be brave. Do what must be done, and you'll carve your way through the thorns onto your... I didn't fully understand what he meant back then. I'm not even sure if I do now.
He really put a lot of thought into what he said. I'm sure he'd be glad knowing you could...
I trust him, just as he trusts me. Right now, my brother has his own reasons for what he has to do. Sorry, I've been rambling again.
You can always tell me these things. I'm your junior after all.
Let's talk about something more cheerful. Everyone's been working so hard lately. Banyue Shifu, Dylan, Ningqian, you, and the others at Suibian Temple. I want to thank everyone properly. What do you think about me putting together a thank you dinner and gathering everyone around the fire for the night?
That's a great idea. Everyone's been looking forward to your cooking. I'll let Dylan, Banyue Shifu, and Ningqian know right away. Once Senior Song Tao and the others are back from their investigation, I'll pass it on to them too.
Junior Bell, Xiaoguang!
You're back! Is everyone all right? Any progress in the investigation?
Don't worry, everyone's fine. We ran into a little trouble on the way, but we managed to find some leads.
Thank you, everyone. You've worked so hard.
Don't mention it. It's our duty as Swabian Temple disciples. Xiaoguang, I'm glad you're feeling better.
Thanks to all of you. Xiaoguang was just saying how hard you've all been working, and she wants to host a small thank you dinner at Swabian Temple tonight. She'll even do the cooking. She's planning to invite—
Haha, a gathering by the fire!
Yeah,
That's really thoughtful of you, Xiaoguang.
Huh?
Don't worry, thanks to the intel you gave us, we pinned down several key spots tied to the abnormal miasma fleck. The full report's been sent to Yishu and Shifu.
To ensure everyone's safety, we'll rotate disciples to guard the key locations, keeping a close Xiaoguang as the wielder of the Qingming sword. Your role is too important. Until Yishuan Shifu arrives, please, you guys take it easy tonight. When this is all over, we'll celebrate together properly, okay?
But...
Come on now, don't feel bad. This was everyone's choice. Only when you're safe, Xiaoguang, can we carry out our mission without worry. Protecting you is protecting the future for all of us.
Okay.
That's better. We'll get Bowlion and go switch shifts with the others now.
Don't worry, Xiaoguang. We're finally—
Yeah. Let's head back too. I still need to figure out what to cook tonight.
Here, the intel on Sarah. Grew up in an orphanage near a hollow. When the place got shut down by the city, she vanished for a few years. Then reappeared for a couple months before disappearing again. The next time she showed her face publicly, she was already moving under the banner of the Exaltists. Vanished for a few years? Here's where it gets interesting. Word is, during those few months when she reappeared, she stormed into Hand headquarters multiple times, insisting she was part of some special investigation squad under HSO. But Hand said no such squad ever existed. No record of her anywhere either. Huh. A ghost squad that doesn't exist? When you spend your days fielding customer complaint calls, little stories like that are the highlight of the shift. And stories like that always go one of two ways. Either the woman lost her mind, or the squad's whole purpose was to be buried from the start. So you think there's something fishy here too? Fair enough. A woman forever without a place to belong, falling into some delusion's embrace. A textbook tragic story. Nothing worth dwelling on. What is worth our attention is the creator she clings to. More and more signs point to something hidden in the hollow that we don't understand yet. I've already reported to the boss. We'll just have to wait for orders before making our next move. Oh, I need to remind you of something else. The higher-ups know about the abnormal miasma fluctuation, too. They don't want Waifei Peninsula destroyed. There's too much value here. Which means this mess is also part of your job now. Those old minute tops really know how to hand out impossible missions. This was supposed to be a simple recovery job. Without me even realizing, I've been saddled with another thankless task. I've already found out that the array described in the ancient tome dates back over 100 years, built to suppress miasma. You're welcome, by the way. The array works by absorbing miasma. You just need to pour a large amount of ether energy into the core. But what most people don't know is, to keep the ethereal sealed inside from breaking loose, the array raises a barrier that traps whoever activates it. Which means anyone who becomes the key is essentially sacrificing themselves. it's not impossible. That means there's another way for your mission to kill two birds with one stone. I'm sure you've already thought of it. Then, when it can't hold out any longer, you step in and take its core. Simple as that. And that girl, Yeshuan Guang, I can tell you've taken a liking to her, even if you won't admit it. So, why not? You'd be protecting her brother while you're at it. What's wrong? You're hesitating? No, it's just, as the one responsible for retrieving the core, I have to make absolutely sure it's secure. Remember, the orders were clear. If recovery fails, destroy it on the spot. Unless you've got other concerns. Or should I say, excuses? Don't tell me that fighting alongside him these past few days has caused you to have a change of heart. Now you feel sympathy towards him? Sympathy? I don't waste sympathy on living humans, let alone on a killing machine that couldn't even pass a forbidden fruit test. Exactly, a killing machine. Whatever name it goes by now, it was created as a weapon.